Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our broadcast of Utica Chieftain football on the Shelby TV network. Alongside my broadcast partner, Tim Myers, I'm Stephen McDonald, and we're coming to you live from Swinehart Field for our game this evening between the Utica Chieftains and the Creuse Lancers. And Tim, 2020 didn't really go the way of the Chieftains last year. Their season got canceled just a few games in. Obviously, the season got pushed back due to COVID-19. I had a chance, though, last week to catch up with Utica Chieftain head football coach Matt Marulli to discuss that 2020 season and look ahead to 2021. Check it out. But I want to go back to last season. Your team was off to a pretty good start during that 2020 season, then obviously ran into some COVID problems. The world was dealing with that, as we all know. Just talk about what dealing with that kind of adversity does for the mindset of this team going into 2021.
It was tough, and we definitely, had to deal with some things, and it was, a great group of kids. We had a great group of seniors, and they, pushed through some things and kind of held our team together through that. And, I think this group has learned that, we need to be excited for every time we're on the field. We can't take anything for granted because, we know the situation that we are in, and the situation that all schools are in, that, we gotta play football every time that we're on the field and be excited about it and be ready to go.
Now, fast forward to this scrimmage here today. We're at Roseville High School. Just give me some of your thoughts on the scrimmage here today, some things that you saw on both sides of the ball, maybe you liked, maybe things you need to work on before week one.
We always got, a lot of things that we need to work on. So that's always our goal, is to, take what we do each week and take every day and get better and improve. And, we got a lot of things from today that we're going to take from it and get better once we watch that film. So, we got a big week next week, and Roseville's a really good team. They're big, they're physical, they're athletic, and they gave us a lot to watch tomorrow and a lot that we need to improve on. So we're going to use this. We're going to use it as a learning experience, and we had some good things today, but we had a lot that we need to fix up. So we're going to be ready to go and use this as a good learning experience.
And finally, last question for you, Coach. Just taking a look at that week one matchup that you have about a week from today, and even just beyond the rest of this season, what's the identity that this team wants to take on, and even if you want to go specifically offense and defense?
We want to compete our hardest every week. We have a tough schedule. We have a tough league. We got some great games coming up. And a lot of them are going to be battles like they were last year. So we're expecting that. We're expecting to and excited for the challenge every week, and we just want to come out and be the most competitive team we can be and improve each week, and that starts now.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach.
No problem.
Well, Tim, our pregame coverage here from Swinehart Field rolls on as we take you all the way up to kickoff here at 7 p.m. Eastern. Utica Chieftains, Creuse Lancers on tap for you here this evening in week one of MHSA football. We heard some of the comments there from Utica head football coach Matt Marulli, the energy that this team has heading into the 2021 season due to the way, like we talked about before, how their season ended just a year ago. They'll be led this year offensively by senior quarterback Darren Welch, who was a part of that team back in 2020. He played the last two games of their season before it was canceled, like we said, due to COVID-19. So he'll be the leader within that offense, has a couple offensive linemen returning to this team as well, and Bryce Catellis and Trevor Pace Jr. But why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about this Lancers team that they'll be facing off against tonight?
Well, the Lancers team, coached by Rondé Roy, is a very high expectation team. They expect to win the blue. They expect to go deep into the playoffs and win championships. Now, a little bit about Rondé Roy. He is a former U.S. Army personnel, and so he runs it, you think of real discipline, but he's very good with the kids. He helps everybody make them more a sense of team. He works with all the individuals. He's got a real good sense of team. Now, this team is going to be very aggressive defensively. They're going to gang pursue on defense, and they're also on offense going to be very exciting as they have Donovan Weatherly, number 2. He's going to come out at quarterback, and he's a very athletic young man. They have 2 all-county players returning, number 52 Cameron Dean and number 32 Mike Hart. And those two players are going to make an impact tonight. They're fast, they're athletic, and they're disciplined. So Utica had better be just as athletic and disciplined as they are. Otherwise, it's going to be a long night for the Chieftains.
Yeah, absolutely, Tim. Both teams returning a ton of production from last year's team, so this should be a very interesting, exciting, high-energy game for sure here in Week 1 from Swinehart Field. We'll teach you more about these two teams as our coverage rolls along here tonight. Kickoff again coming up 7 p.m. Eastern here on the Shelby TV network. But for my broadcast partner, Tim Myers, I'm Stephen MacDonald, and we'll see you for kickoff.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
So it'll be 3rd down and 4. Hey, there we are. 3rd down and 4. All right, welcome in, everybody. We are now underway from Swinehart Field, Utica Chieftains and Lance Creuse Lancers here in Week 1 action of MHSA football. Just about 2 minutes gone by opening quarter.
We want to tell the folks out there that the reason the Lance Creuse Lancers are down there with a first and looks like first and goal because Utica fumbled the opening kickoff.
So it'll be 1st and goal now, just inside that 10-yard line, like you said, Tim. Utica defense now on their heels here in the early going. Handoff up the middle and stacked up around the line of scrimmage. A good stand there by the Utica defense. Stephon White looks to be the running back there for the Lancers.
And in on that tackle was number 73, Sal Chirko. And the Chieftains actually with great pursuit.
So that'll bring up 2nd down. They gave White about a yard on that last carry. As we're inside 9 minutes to play here, first quarter. Fake the handoff, they'll roll left, and he's sacked for a loss. All the way back outside the 15, around the 17-yard line.
Zach Verzondek, he was a senior, came in on the blitz, and you see him right there. He cleans up. Number 1, Jaden Sanders, who's that quarterback. I thought it was going to be Donovan Weatherly, but looks like Jaden Sanders is going to be the quarterback. Weatherly is not playing quarterback. He's out there. He's out as a wide receiver.
Yeah, Weatherly, one of the few two-way starters for this Lancers team, as it'll be the junior Jaden Sanders, as you mentioned, quarterbacking this offense. That pass out wide, incomplete. Looking for Mitchell Rivard on the other end of that.
Well behind him that pass was, and there's no chance it was going to get completed. Just inside the first quarter here, no score. Lance Creuse here, you see the pass, a little bit behind him. He didn't even, he could probably let him a little bit more.
So that'll bring up a 4th and goal from right around the 15-yard line. So they'll line up to kick the field goal here, try to go up 3-0 with 7:52 to go in the first.
It's Luke Butkus. He's going to kick, looks like
And that's up and no good. He pushed it right. So our score remains at 0. And the Chieftains will take over. So we'll see for the first time tonight the Chieftain offense led by senior quarterback Darren Welch. We talked about him a little bit, Tim, in pregame. We said last year came in final 2 games for this Chieftain team, threw for 416 yards in those 2 games, also 3 touchdowns through the air for Welch. So this Chieftain offense looks to be in good hands with the senior quarterback.
I will say Utica did a good job of holding down the Lance Creuse offense. They got 1 first down, but Utica forced a 4th down field goal kick by Luke Butkus.
The run to the right side as he crosses the 20 down to around the 22, but we got some flags down near that 20-yard line.
That was Jason Azar, and he's going to be counted on as a veteran on this squad. You'll see him here. Got his big lineman out there, number 52, Bryce Catalis. He's been a starter for many years. So it's going to be against the Lance Creuse. Lancers. That's a begging.
So the referee signals first down on the penalty against the Lancers. That tackle made by 52 in white, Cameron Dean, the all-county defensive lineman from a year ago for this Lancers team. So it'll be 1st and 10, ball on the 37 as we hit 7.5 minutes to go first quarter, no score. Handoff goes to Azar. He's tripped up, stays on his feet, and is able to, it looks like, get about 2-3 yards on that carry.
And he really kind of made something out of nothing there as it paused a bit, but kept forging forward, and he got about 3 yards almost on the play, which looked like it was going to stop before the line of scrimmage.
And we talked about the running game with Jason Azar, who had the carry, their third-year starter on offense. We talked about pregame will take on a bit of a bigger role here in 2021, but also it'll be interesting to see how this Chieftain team is able to run the ball with 2 returning starting offensive linemen as well in Catellis and Pace. As they go handoff out wide again to Azar, he turns it up over the 40 and down around the 45-yard line. They'll say tripped up at the 44.
As Cameron, looked like Cameron Dean, the all-county defensive end. You see, he slows him up by being able to grab his jersey, but pretty much pull him down or off balance. And so kept Azar from getting a first down, and it's going to be 3rd and 3.
Already called Dean's name a few times here so far tonight. Another player on that defense to watch out for, 32 in white, Michael Hart, an all-county linebacker a year ago. As Welch hands off again, up the middle, spinning through a tackle, and probably got about 1.5 yards there. Spinning down was number 5, Dylan Chase.
Yeah, he barely got 1 yard on that play, and it's going to be 4th down. I'm not quite sure why they call that unless they're going to go for it on 4th down, and that looks like they're going to do that.
Yeah, and sort of this middle ground right near midfield. Have to believe that head coach Matt Maruli is going to want to roll the dice and go for it here. Need what looks to be exactly 1 yard for that first down spot, around the 47-yard line. They'll go handoff up the middle, and he's going to get tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. He did not get it.
That was a nice play by
there.
Sean Koloff, number 82. Made a nice play and an effort and just squeezed the legs. And it's going to be 1st and 10, Lance Creuse. I don't know what they're waiting for, but
so the ball should go back over to Lance Creuse here, their second possession.
well, they're going to measure now. Steve, they're going to measure, and we're way up here, like he missed the tag seats. But, I mean, we could tell from up here that he's short. But who knows? It's Utica's chain, and he is.
And he is easily 1 yard short from the spot there. So it will be a turnover on downs over to the Lancers. So we'll see them trot out the offense for the second time tonight.
But you got to give Coach Maruli some kudos for taking a chance and showing his offense that he believes in him, or that he just didn't capitulate. He went for it.
You see a look there at the Utica student section known as the Tribe, dressed out in their Hawaiian tropical outfits here tonight. A hot night here from Swinehart as they'll go pass off the reverse, floated up and knocked away, incomplete at the last second. A great job high pointing the ball. Looks like
Anthony Flowers,
number 18, got a hand up there to bat it down. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 10 as we
he's open there for a minute, but the ball was underthrown and gave Flowers a chance to knock it down.
And what Flowers did there was something that I noticed last week when I got the chance to check out some Utica Chieftains practices here at Swinehart Field. They worked a lot with their defensive backs, more specifically with their corners. on defending the play exactly how Flowers does there. When he gets beat like that, being able to recover and then look back for the ball like he did. That is textbook how they train these guys to play that. Well, like I said, 2nd down and 10, 5:02 to go first quarter, no score. Swing it out wide, wide open as he turns it up over the 40 and down around the 38-yard line.
Dylan Chase with a nice tackle there, keeping Rivard from getting the first down. It looks like Rivard had a head of steam going. It looks like he may have made it, but nice tackle by Dylan Chase. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
So they'll have to get it down to around the 36-yard line for the first down. Sanders, the junior quarterback. Alan Oyang split next to him, the running back.
Oh, looked like Rivard took off too early, number 10 at the bottom of your screen. Receiver, we'll see. But I think that's going to knock Lance Creuse back about 5 yards. No, not about, exactly 5 yards. So that makes it an advantage on 3rd down for the Chieftains now. It's going to be, what, 3rd and 7?
And that'll make this play calling on 3rd and 7 a little more interesting for the Lancers as they come to the line from around the 44-yard line. Sanders standing around the 48. Running back behind him, he'll take the snap. Float it down the sideline and caught around the 10-yard line. Donovan Weatherly.
Well, that was a perfect pass. And Weatherly, we know, is an athletic wide receiver. And he came up with what I call a hands catch. He has his man beat and a beautifully thrown ball, and right there in the hands.
So they'll mark it around the 9, so it'll be 1st and goal from there for the Lancers following the big pass from Sanders to Weatherly. Chieftain head coach Matt Maruli wanting another flag there, saying that the slot receiver was moving pre-snap, doesn't get it. So the Lancers come to the line with 1st and goal on back-to-back possessions. Sanders goes hands off. Trying to bounce it to the outside, possibly lost a yard there back around the 10 on the run by Oyang.
Oyang tried to go wide, but the Chieftains did a great job of snuffing them out.
Yeah, Titans defense, especially on that defensive line, a couple returning players from a year ago. Probably the biggest one of note along that defensive line, number 42 in black tonight, Gavin Zibitowski, 2nd team All-County defensive line a year ago, at 27 tackles, 3.5 sacks in just the Chieftains' 4 games a year ago. Sanders goes handoff again. Oyang up the middle inside the 5, down around the 3-yard line.
And Oyang did a good job this time of just stutter stepping, and his hole opened up for him. And he got all the way down to the 4-yard line. You see here, he kind of stutter steps, wait for the hole to open, and there he goes.
So Lancers looking to put it in the end zone here, 4 yards out from our first score on the 2021 season, Chieftains again with their backs against the wall, looking for another stop here on the goal line. As we approach 2.5 to play first quarter here from Swinehart Field. Stephen McDonald, Tim Meyer on the call for you. Couple Lancers go in motion. The handoff, Oyang up the middle, and he got in for the touchdown. Looked like he came up just short. Referees came in, signaled touchdown.
Well, he had a nice hole open up for him, that's for sure. And Utica met him about the 1, but could not bring him down before the goal line.
Yeah, had to take his man into the end zone in order to get there. Extra point is up and good. 7-0 our score. Lancers with the lead. Chieftains will get the ball back here in just a second as we get another look at that touchdown.
See, Ouyang has kept his momentum going. Utica looked like they had him stopped, but he kept his momentum going and into the end zone for a touchdown. And Lance Creuse draws first blood here with 2:24 left to play in the first quarter. Stephen, I was kind of amazed how Utica really was playing that. They had him stopped, and then the long pass to Weatherly, and that set up the touchdown.
Absolutely, that long pass to Weatherly definitely sparked some energy in that drive, I would say, for the Lancers. Now the Chieftains will look to respond here in just a moment. Couple players back deep for the Chieftains, one of which Jason Azar. And Luke Butkus to kick off for the Lancers.
The man with the football name is a kicker, and Dick Butkus would probably turn in his grave if he found out that there's a Butkus name kicking the football, and especially kicking it out of bounds. So that's going to give Utica a great field position. See it here. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but knuckle it down there, but it went out of bounds.
The Chieftain offense takes the field. 2:24 to go first quarter. Find themselves down 7-0 here. They'll start from their own 35-yard line as they walk up to the line. Welch in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the top of the formation.
You get to see him throw, and now he's going to. A little short pass, nice catch there.
Azar across the first down line at the 45 down to about the 46. So that'll be good enough to move the chains. And a nice, easy pitch and catch there, it looked like, between Welch.
And Welch had good protection afforded to him by his offensive line, which enabled him to stand there and wait for Azar to cut. When he did, he hit him perfect.
As we saw Azar there catch that ball in the slot. They'll move him around a bit in this offense, according to Maruli, as Welch flushed out of the pocket. Couple players in pursuit.
Nice
and they'll
play.
knock him down in the backfield for a loss.
Demario Johnson, number 7, caught up with Welch, and he is able to get a hand on him and then finally get a good grip and pull him down. See it right here. Looks like Welch trying to get rid of it. Chased there also by number 75, Brandon Gordon, but it's a nice play by Demario Johnson, and Utica loses a couple yards.
They'll call it a loss of 2, 2nd and 12, as we approach a minute to play here, opening quarter from Swinehart Field.
Late handoff.
Azar with it, and he'll be stacked up in the backfield. Another loss for the Chieftains as we enter inside a minute of play first quarter. So that'll bring up a 3rd and long for this Chieftain offense. As we see there on the replay, Azar just never really had a chance to get going.
Hey, he ran in his own man. Now they're going to change it. No, they're not changing the play. They wanted to. But you're not going to be able to stand in that pocket or get any kind of, 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds back there. You got Lance Creuse coming quick. It's 3rd down, right?
Welch drops back to pass, looking deep. Now he'll send it deep down the field. Got his man. It's Flowers, and he's into the end zone for a Chieftain touchdown.
That's our guy, Anthony Flowers again. And he's showing off his speed, I'll tell you that.
Welch with a beautiful ball to the open Anthony Flowers. Flowers, like you said, Tim, making that play on defense earlier, now gets his name in the scorer's book. It's 7-6 Lancers, but the Chieftains have a chance to tie it up here with the extra point upcoming.
Yeah, it looked like Welch and Flowers just kind of went and practiced in the backyard the way that they were right on the same page and in sync. We got number 17, Prozic coming in there. Welch holds.
Prozic's kick up and no good. Missed it just a little wide, so it's 7-6. Just a few seconds to go here in the first.
Little pump fake by Welch. He airs it out and right in the hands of Anthony Flowers. It's a touchdown for you. The Chieftains come right back after giving up a touchdown to Lance Creuse on a short field.
As we get a shot there of Anthony Flowers following his deep touchdown grab.
Well, there's still 6.3 seconds in the first quarter. And the Utica Chieftains are going to kick off and probably give Lance Creuse its worst field position of the day. They've been in Utica territory starting their drives, every drive in that first quarter. But Utica now have a chance to pin them deep. Got the chop going now. Special teams chop.
Looks like Javion Mason, one of the deep men for the Lancers, standing around his 10-yard line. They'll squib this one to about the 14. Across the 30, breaks it out over the 40. He's down the sideline, breaking some tackles to the 50, and finally pulled out of bounds. Mitchell Rivard with the return.
Got a flag down. Mitchell did a good job of making a move out there, but there's a flag down to see what that's all about. What the ref saying there is. I'm just wondering if Utica was offside on the kick.
We'll have to wait and see what the official word is here in just a moment.
We've been waiting for the official here. He's still talking and jabbering away there, but and that flag's still sitting out there. Yes, Utica. That's for sure. Yeah, we're gonna go back. Doesn't matter. That's the end of the first quarter.
So our score after one, the Lancers 7, Chieftains 6. The missed extra point, the difference here in the first 12 minutes of action. We saw the official there when he made the call, signaling first down for the Lancers. So with the penalty, they should start the second quarter with possession in Chieftain territory to start, as you mentioned, Tim, something that they've benefited from their first two possessions. And it looks like that will be the case again here on possession number 3 as both teams make their way back out on the field here at Swinehart Field.
Yeah, I think, again, I lied, and I told you that Lance Creuse is going to have their worst field position of the game. Well, it hasn't happened yet, and this is no exception here.
Ball spot at the 35, Sanders from his 40. He'll throw a screen out wide. cut it up into the middle around the 30 and taken down there by a couple Chieftain defenders, but not before he gains about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, Michael, number 24, Michael Burrea, sorry, sound like Harry Carey up here, did make the tackle there, a nice aggressive play, but it is a 5-yard gain.
Bauer, a junior linebacker for this Chieftain team. So it'll be 2nd down and 5, ball spot at the 30.
Yeah, our score is Lance Creuse 7 and Utica 6. They came out and missed that extra point. Touchdown, a nice tackle there by Jack Malone. Coming up there, forcing a 3rd down for the Lance Creuse Lancers.
Malone, another linebacker on this Utica defense as we see him wrap up on the tackle there. A short gain on the run, just about 2 yards, so it'll be 3rd down and 3 from the 28. Chieftains looking for another stop here on another possession that started in plus territory for Lance Creuse. Sanders from the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the top. He'll motion the running back, now call the snap, hand off.
It's Uyang.
Bounce to the outside, Uye to the 20, the 15, he's got a race to the pylon. And marked out at about the 1-yard line, so he doesn't win the race to the corner, but picks up quite a bit of yardage on the run nonetheless.
He got a great block on the outside by number 10, Mitchell Rivard. You'll see it right there. Look at number 10. Well, he finished off his block. It didn't really show it, but that's why Uyang was able to get outside and power his way to that pylon.
Newman Willie, the defender that finally was able to ride him out of bounds.
They also got a good block, too. Sealing off was Jaden Sullivan. There's old Jimmy Vigas coming back to AD. No, it's fumbled in the end zone.
Out in the end zone.
Well, wait a minute
recovered.
Here. Recovered by Lance Creuse, but I don't know that you can recover a forward fumble into the end zone. Let's see what they call here.
We will await again the official ruling on the field for that, Tim.
They got a penalty on that. It fumbled forward in the end zone, and it was recovered in the end zone, and that's a no-no.
As we take a look at the replay here, Sanders pulled it back, just got popped right at the 1-yard line where that ball was originally spotted. And it was number 10 again, Rivard, scooping it up off the turf.
I see they lose it down. No loss of down. It's still 1st and goal from the 11, though. Make it a little tougher.
Back it up 10 yards. Outside the 10-yard line. 10:04 to go in the first half. 7-6 our score. Sanders goes handoff this time.
It's Uyang again.
Bounces off a tackle and finally brought down around the 6-yard line. So he gets a few of those yards back there on 1st down.
And on that tackle for Utica, number 68, Jacob Bush leading the way there.
Looks like they also gave credit to 20, Jaden Slaughter as well.
I see it here. Finally down, yep. Well, they're a little closer, 2nd down and 6, so we'll see what happens here. See if the Utica defense can come up with something big here, and a big play. They could use it. Now we got what, timeout it looks like. There's a timeout. Lance Creuse, they were taking a little bit of time to get things going on that offense, and he was afraid he was going to run out of time. So Coach Roy decided he wants to call timeout and talk to his people. So Steve, you know, it's been the first quarter was pretty exciting, but it looks like this is going to be a big play game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that we saw that deep ball to Anthony Flowers for the Utica touchdown there. We saw the big play early in that first quarter from Sanders on that deep ball that really saved the possession there for them in that first quarter. But we saw there just before that timeout a shot of Utica quarterback Darren Welch hoping here on second down from the 6-yard line that his team can get another stop and give the ball back to this offense and let them go to work as we have 9:10 to go here in the opening half. In week number 1 of MHSAA football here on the Shelby TV network, Tim Meyer, Stephen McDonald here with you. Chieftains defense back out on the field as now we see the Lancers, offense making their way back out.
Okay, he's got 2 receivers to the right. Watch the slot, number 17. The side bottom. He's got Uyang in the backfield. Uyang fakes it to him. Saunders roll to the outside, being chased. Go to the end zone.
Into the end zone, touchdown!
Mitchell Rivard.
Who else but Mitchell Rivard on the receiving end? It's 13-6, with the extra point upcoming. So the timeout proves useful for the Lancers as they were able to get organized, get the right play call in, and it worked to perfection. So now we'll see the extra point from Luke Butkus. The kick is up and good, so it's 14-6. Lancers with the 8-point lead.
Now watch Sanders here. He looks like he's going to run, and it looks like Bush almost gets him, and then he waits for Rivard to get open, and he does. And good pair of hands on that Rivard. They have really some great wide receivers in Rivard and Donovan Weatherly. They should go a long way.
And a solid fake as well to the running back Uyang there. Helped him get outside the pocket. A look at the Chieftains sideline as their offense gets ready to head back out on the field. Also got a shot of the crowd here at Swinehart Field. Pretty solid turnout in game number 1. A hot and humid night here at Swinehart Field.
Believe me, it's you can't even keep the fluids in. I mean, it's like Florida down there, you know, and it gets humid like that in the summertime. I mean, I'm gonna lose 10 pounds right here for this broadcast. But I'll go buy you a milkshake after the game, all right?
Sounds good. I love me a milkshake. Butkus to kick off for the Lancers. Couple players back deep for the Chieftains. They'll go short again with this kick. Turning it up at the 35 and brought down there.
That was Zach Pozondek.
Yeah, they went to the up man, Perozic short there. We saw them kick it last time short as well, but that one went out of bounds. This time a little more accurate on the part of Butkus. So the Chieftains will take over around the 34-yard line.
Yeah, you see the Utica band. They're going to play something there. Hopefully get their team fired up here on offense. And we saw last time that the Utica came right back and scored a touchdown. They got a weapon out there, and Anthony Flowers. And Azar's been pretty steady as well. So it's not like they're going to roll in the tents and go in.
So here we go, 1st and 10, 8:57 to go, first half. Welch, handoff, Azar tripped up, falls forward, and looks like they'll give him a yard on the run. 2nd down and 9.
Got Michael Bush in there in that play.
Chieftains changing personnel on this 2nd down play. When we talked to head coach Matt Maruli prior to tonight's game, mentioned that style offensively is more of a spread look. They do have a power formation that they like to run as well. Looks like that's what they were in there just a moment ago.
Yeah, the formation's been a spread, but they've been running the football, trying to establish the run. Now they're spread out. Looks like 5 receivers actually in the slot.
Welch alone in the shotgun, floats one up in the middle of the field, nobody home, but just able to get rid of it as he took a shot, slow to get up, now finds his way to his feet, but that'll bring up 3rd down and 9 with 8:05 to go, second quarter.
I think old Stephen White there popped him pretty good while he was just trying to throw the ball. So they got a ways to go now. See it here. There's White, boom, gotcha.
It seems like that throw to me, Tim, was more just get rid of it before I get hit than there's actually a guy there, because we saw on that replay there was nobody in the so either somebody ran a wrong route or that was more just I need to get rid of this ball.
I need to get rid of this ball because I'm going to get killed. It's kind of there's a lovely those are the cheerleaders, aren't they?
Yes,
well, they got the Hawaiian stuff out. It's just like Hawaii here, I'll tell you.
3rd down and 9, Welch sets up the screen for Azar.
Oh, he's got a great
couple
block.
blocks. He's going to get to the 50, up over the 50, and down around the 45-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 47, but he's going to pick up a big 1st down there, Tim.
I mean, big number 52, Bryce Catalis, was out there in front, and he just smacked old number 22, the linebacker there for Lance Creuse. That was Lamar Robinson, and opened up a huge hole.
Catalis, a 1st-team all-county offensive lineman.
Look at that. Oh, and he knocks Robinson right down and pancakes him.
And a 4-year starter along that offensive line. A big piece to this rushing attack for the Chieftains. Saw him setting up on the screen, as you mentioned there, Tim. And a timeout called by the Chieftains.
Must want to change up on this play.
That'll be their 1st of the half, so a 7:23 to go in the half. They'll have 2 remaining. Both sides now 2 timeouts remaining. 14-6 our score. Lancers in the lead.
We're going to get a water break too, huh?
Yeah, you and me were down there on the field for pregame, and it was hot even for when we were down there. And I can't imagine it's all that much better at this point in the game.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm going to lose about 10 pounds of water weight, but I really need to lose about 50. But, man, you couldn't even, you know, you could just stand there and beat up.
So it'll be very important as this game moves along. We talked before about the heat and the humidity here, players needing to be well hydrated throughout the game.
I need a big orange drink. That's what I need.
1st down and 10. Chieftains in plus territory now as Welch hands off Azar. He'll take it up the left side.
Oh, and a nice block
big
again.
block as he gets to the 30 and finally out of bounds around the 27-yard line. But another big block, looked like 52 again. Bryce Catalis, back-to-back plays that he's made an impact.
He was out there, but Jacob Bush, number 68, just flattened his guy. There's Catalis, makes a nice block there. And before that, you didn't see it, but Jacob Bush got it. But yeah, Catalis, but he's happy. When the lineman's happy like that, crushing people, your offense is going to move.
A quick shot of the visiting student section there. Lancers.
Oh, another big
Plenty
block.
of fans here in attendance, and another good run by Azar as he gets up and immediately looks to his sideline, but he'll check out very quickly. I would imagine Dylan Chase will spell him.
Catalis, man, I mean, that Utica offensive line on that left side is humming.
2nd down and 2. Ball just outside the 20-yard line. Chieftain offense in rhythm right now. Welch with the running back. Chase to his right, hands off to Chase. Chase across the 15, down around the 10. Maybe got inside the 10, and they'll give him the 9-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal. A couple really nice runs, Tim, by this Chieftains rushing attack.
Like I said, that offensive line is humming, and it was another great block by Catalis as he just flattened his man. And I didn't see it. He keeps playing like that the whole season. I mean, he's going to get all county.
And with those 3 consecutive big runs, it'll be a timeout on the field called by the Lancers. They're second of the half, so 1 remaining with 6:26 to go in the half. Chieftains looking to at least get back to a 1-point game. It's 14-6, and they're in business.
The Lance Creuse Lancers, you'll see, look at this. Just the movement of bodies. Oh, that could have been a horse collar. But the Lance Creuse Lancers are a team that's very aggressive on defense. They do pursue, but if you're getting blocked, you ain't pursuing. I mean, you're not going to get to the guy. And you got big 52 Catellis and then Jacob Bush. And don't forget the center, number 73 out there doing a great job, Sal Chirco.
Yeah, on the tackle there was Kenneth Parker, however legal it may have been. But in any case, it's 1st and goal from the 9. Chieftains looking to, at the very least, get this back to a 1-point game, as I mentioned. 6:26 to go in the half. Welch moves his running back Chase from right to left. They'll hand off. He gets outside the tackle, turns it upfield.
Oh, met there strongly.
And gets about 3 on the carry, it looks like.
Andrew Burgess, number 5, he hit a brick wall, Chase did. Andrew Burgess just stood his ground, and he wasn't going past him. That's for sure.
So 5 Burgess met 5 Chase at the point of attack there to make the play. So it'll be 2nd down and goal. They give him 2 on the carry, so they'll snap from the 7-yard line. And this, that heavy look that I talked about as they go handoff. Azar back into the game, tried to bounce it right, and maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Is that Weatherly out there, I believe, on the tackle? Did a good job of making sure that Azar was down. Well, this is going to be an interesting, right there, Weatherly, and also big number 75 for the Lancers, Brandon Gordon, really making the big part of that play.
So as we approach 5 minutes to play first half, a big 3rd down for the Chieftains. Motion man gets the handoff, trying to bounce it, and he'll get up around the 5-yard line, but that's not going to be good enough.
Yeah, I mean, you're running, you got 2 all-county players chase you, number 52, Cameron Dean, and number 32, Michael Bush, and it's awful difficult when they don't throw the football. You see right here, there's 2 all-counties. Boom, boom. It's the end.
Tommy Boyd, the rusher for the Chieftains, did get to the 5-yard line, but that'll be a 4th and goal situation. And a timeout on the field called by the Chieftains, down 14-6, 4:29 to go first half.
Tommy Boyd, you speak of him, his daddy played for the Detroit Lions at one time. The wide receiver, used to have football camps around here for footwork camps. Let's see if his son picked up any of that footwork. We'll find out. It's cooling off a little bit, though, not for her, but she got the flak jacket on. But I don't have that. It's all me, you see. There's no jacket. You don't see me in the flak. I mean, that's nothing underneath there but me, and that's why I go to Weight Watchers.
So it'll be interesting to see what the Chieftains elect to do here on 4th and goal from the 5. And it looks like they'll trot out their offense once again. Azar in as the running back. Looks like they'll also line up 3 receivers to the short side of the field, so we'll see what they drew up here out of the timeout.
4th down again.
Welch rolling right, looking end zone.
What a nice play.
And batted down, incomplete.
Stephon White, what a play. I think that ball was almost behind him, and he almost had to reach back and knock it down. We'll see it on the replay. It's nice play, number 6 there, Stephon White. And 4th down is no good. See, look at this. No, you had to jump up and get it.
White, the junior linebacker for this Lancers defense, making a spectacular play there to keep them out of the end zone.
And now, the worst field position that Lance Creuse has had in the first half. And it's bad. All the way down to the 5-yard line. They have 95 yards to go.
And they have 4:23 to do so, up 14-6. They'll take over from their own 5. Sanders from his goal line, running back deep in his own end zone.
Oh, what do we got? What's going on? Somebody leave early? Wonder if it was Mitchell Rivard. He's all the way down.
It'll be a false start against the Lancers, so not a ton of room to play with before. They'll have even less as we replay first down here in just a moment.
Well, you know, when I looked down there, Mitchell Rivard was all the way at the 30, and the quarterback was just dropping back. Talking about getting an edge.
So with the penalty coming from the 5-yard line, it'll be half the distance to the goal. Call it first down and 12 now for the Lancers.
Well, you got old number 42 in the backfield. They changed backs. It's Devon Valdez, and he's going to get the carry.
Valdez back to around the original line of scrimmage, then stacked up there, so they'll blow it dead and give him forward progress back to the 5.
That's an ouch. Look who gets him here first. I think it's number 5 was Dylan Chase, and finally got a real good grip on Valdez.
So it'll be second down and 10, inside 4 minutes to go, first half. Sanders now from about his 1-yard line, finally able to set up from outside his end zone.
Going
looking
deep.
to throw deep. Got a man one-on-one coverage and just let him a little too high and too far out of bounds. Looking for who else? We've called his name a ton here in the first half. Mitchell Rivard.
And staying right there with him was number 7.
Numani Willie, number 7 in black for the Chieftains. Great defense you mentioned there, Tim. So that'll bring up third down and 10, 3.5 to go in the half. 14-6 our score you see there, top of your screen. Chieftains with a big opportunity to get off the field defensively.
I have some time left too. There's 3:30 left to go in the first half.
Crowd beginning to make some noise here from Swinehart Field, from right underneath us here in the press box. Third down snap. Sanders breaks out, and he's going to get the first down and step out of bounds. Just about a yard past. A couple Chieftains in pursuit, unable to get there.
Prozac had a shot at him, and so did number 24, Bahura.
And the junior quarterback,
see it here.
A big time first down there for the Lancers.
And it's 24. Bahura, he probably should have sprinted to that spot because he had coverage by Prozac was right there, and we forced him inside.
Ball spotted at the 16-yard line, first and 10 for the Lancers.
Over here.
Sanders in the shotgun, running back split left. We're going to get another whistle. Looks like, again, Rivard jumped early.
False start. Another false start. Looked like a racehorse there, ready to take off, and left a little early.
Chieftain student section letting the Lancers know about the penalty. We got to look at them there, dressed out in their tropical.
I mean, we're having luau after this. I think they got a pig cooking somewhere, and we can maybe get you one of them foo-foo drinks. Huh? They all got what they call, what are those things they call around their neck? Lays. You get that when you go to Hawaii, you get a lay.
So the ball backed up to the 11-yard line, first and 15 now, 3:20 to go first half.
Valdez.
Met at the line of scrimmage, shook the tackle.
He runs hard.
And gets back to around the 15-yard line, so a gain of about 4 on that run as we hit right around 3 minutes to go.
Jaden Slaughter there came up on the tackle. It was a nice play. You see it right here. A little high snap. But Valdez, he runs hard, breaks one tackle. And right there you see number 20, Jaden Slaughter with the tackle.
Valdez shaking the tackle of Anthony Churko there in the backfield. 2nd down and 11. As the Lancers make their way up to the line. Chieftains showing 4 near the line of scrimmage.
What a hard run by Valdez. He won't get the first down, but boy, talk about a guy running hard.
Made something out of nothing there. Looked like he was hit at the point of attack, able to fumble his way forward for a few yards there as you see him just kind of bouncing off some tackles, stayed on his feet, actually ran into one of his own linemen there. And by the end of it, picked up 5, so it'll be 3rd and 6, ball on the 20. Now inside 2 minutes to play first half. Chieftains do have that 1 timeout in their pocket if they want it, as do the Lancers.
Oh.
Pass out wide there. Flowers was tracking it defensively, but threw it incomplete on the far sideline.
Yeah, man, he was jumping that route. He read that play perfect, and the pass wasn't there. But otherwise, if it would have been there, Flowers would have taken it all the way to the house.
Pick 6 City all the way for Flowers. Maybe just got a little ahead of himself there, unable to come up with it, as we see Chieftain head coach Matt Maruli shouting some instruction on 4th down and 6. Lancers lining up to punt, back deep. Jason Azar right around the 50-yard line for Utica.
Yeah, it looked like Butkus back there to kick it. A little high snap. He's got a lot of time, end over end, and fair catch call.
Oh my, running into Azar.
Number 44 there, Lorenzo Gonzalez. Lorenzo going to get flagged big time. Personal foul, which is going to give Utica great field position. Look at this. I got it. No, you don't.
Right as Azar called for the fair catch.
Ooh.
Gonzalez just unable to hold up, and he knew it immediately too.
You know, when they do that, it makes you not want to be the punt returner. You know, if they're not going to play by the rules.
It's the referees getting
awful
together.
Scary out there. I mean, what's the talk about? Really? What's the talk? Where you want to go to dinner? Well, I don't know. What did you think? What do you feel like? Well, I thought I'd get a hamburger. Well, I want chicken. You know, I mean, how hard is this to do? Tell me, Steve, how hard is it? Look, there it is, right there. Boom. Come on now. Waving for the fair catch. Okay, what does he say? Personal foul. Oh my gosh. Look out.
Well, I would imagine as we look like we'll get the call here in just a second, it looks like they may have been checking possibly the severity of the penalty. Maybe that determines the yardage given out as a result. But either way, it was going to be a penalty, like you said, against Gonzalez there, and he knew it immediately. So either way, it'll be Chieftains ball. 1:31 to go first half. They do have that timeout still at their disposal. Down 8, 14-6.
Utica needs to get down there and put some points on the board. But if Coach Maruli is not confident in a field goal kicker yet this year, which I always thought was strange, the Utica school system and Eisenhower, I mean, you'd think that with all the soccer programs going on, there'd be a kicker to come out here and kick. So maybe we'll see that. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody yet. It's getting dark out.
Well, you mentioned the kicking game, Tim. Watching this team a week ago in practice and even in their scrimmage that we talked to head coach Matt Maruli about in pregame in that interview we showed, their kicker did have the ability to hit from about 35 yards as Welch scrambles, has an open receiver, and what a grab by number 5 with the one hand. Dylan Chase just snags it out of the air, and there's a big time first down down for the Chieftains, and they're in business around the
Clock stops.
16-yard line.
And I tell you what, if I'd have tried that, don't try this at home, folks. You'd pull your arm right out of your socket. I mean, what concentration and what a catch by number 5 for the Chieftains, Dylan Chase.
Donovan Weatherly there in pursuit, but not much he could do on that. Just a great play.
Nice movement by Welch in the pocket, too, in that play.
And Tim, I really thought he was going to take off and run that ball, but great job keeping his head downfield to make that play. Throws it into traffic and nearly caught, but it falls harmlessly to the turf.
That'll stop the clock. We're looking for Flowers over there, but big number 75, that's Brandon Gordon was, I mean, you could hear the footsteps coming at the quarterback from up here. Boom, boom, boom.
So 2nd down and 10. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line. 47 seconds to go here in the first half. Chieftains still have 1 timeout remaining if and when they choose to utilize it.
You better get it going there. Taking some time. Okay, go left at the Burger King.
Dylan Chase checking his wristband, making sure he knows where he's supposed to be. They'll go handoff to Chase. Gets up around the 15 and down to about the 14. So a couple of yards there on 2nd down, bring up 3rd down. And I would guess about 7 would be where they're going to mark him.
He's coming around the corner, and he just kind of ran out of real estate there, that short side.
So on 3rd down and 6, they'll call it. Need to get to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, I think it's 3rd and 7. I don't think it's 6. I think it's 3rd and 7. It's
yeah, looking at the scoreboard now, they do push it back. It was 3rd and 6. Now it reads 3rd and 7. Welch back to pass. He'll throw. End zone. Got a man. And the flags come out.
Weatherly got
He
caught
was
up.
looking for Tommy Boyd II as he went down.
Yeah, I mean, Weatherly got caught up there and tripped up Boyd, and that's going to be a pass interference. It'll be a yardage penalty, so let's see how many yards they want to mark off here.
And another nice ball from Darren Welch, the senior quarterback. Knew exactly where he needed to put that ball.
These guys going to mark it off on the 14. Only a 10-yard penalty. No, not even that. Going to go all the way down to the 7.
The 7-yard line was where they needed to get for that first down, so they'll give it to them there. 1st and goal. 36.8 seconds to go in the first half. Chieftains looking to put it in the end zone.
Right before the half ends.
Welch, running back, Azar to his right. He'll go handoff, Azar. Azar to the 5, to the 3, and finally dragged out of bounds around the 2-yard line.
Stop the clock again with 28.9.
And we got a flag down around the 5 behind the play.
I wonder if that's holding on the Chieftains. Let's see here. See anybody holding there? I don't know. I didn't see it, but
They will mark it off against the Chieftains. As Flowers comes back in, as does Perozic.
well, we'll see what he calls. They're probably going to try to get somewhere down the middle of that field. They still got the 1 timeout left.
Welch drops back, throws over the middle, got it complete to about the 10-yard line, but Azar took a shot.
Aiden Wagner just leveled his, oh my gosh. He must have really hurt him pretty good. He knocked the wind out of him. I know it would have knocked the wind out of me. Yeah, he's hurt for certain. Well, watch Wagner here. Just keeps his eye on the man. Boom, focuses right there. It's a perfect tackle. He just wrapped him up, knocked him with the shoulder. And Utica, really, I mean, he's one of their skill players. They can't afford to lose Azar. He's a big part of their offense. But yeah, nice stick by Wagner. After this game, the Utica Chieftains go on the road, and they're going to play crosstown rival Sterling Heights Stevenson. And I don't know if you've seen anything on Stevenson this year, but it always is a good game. And playing there at Phil Runkle Stadium is tough for any visiting team. Azar gets up. He's walking off under his own power. That can knock the wind out of you. Get hit like that. He's smiling. He said, "It wasn't nothing. Wasn't nothing. I can take it again."
21.5 to go here, second quarter. Chieftains still looking to put it in the end zone, as they hope Azar can make his way back out on the field here soon. You said, Tim, looks to be okay down there on the sideline.
They're going to kick it. I mean, it's going to be a 27-yard field goal attempt by Prozic. Number 17, Welch going to hold. Kick is up.
And it's good.
Hey.
So the Chieftains come away with 3 on that possession. Puts our score Lance Creuse 14 and Utica 9.
Well, the important thing there is that Utica got some points. And they needed to get points, so. Hey, looks a lot like me.
You see a couple of young
I used to look like
Chieftains
that
fans here in attendance tonight.
Look at this nice kick. He follows through. Boom, 27-yarder. Bingo.
Yeah, Tim, I mentioned earlier on in this second quarter, their kicking game can actually be a strong suit at times, especially when going for field goal opportunities like that. Last week, seeing Karozic hit from about 37 one day in practice. You said that one about 27 on the good attempt. 14-9 our score, just about 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball pops off the tee.
Must really be setting it there right on the end of it. Yeah.
They reset the game clock to 15 and a half to go in the half as we re-tee it up. A couple players back deep for the Lancers. More than likely we'll see the Chieftains just squib this ball downfield, and they do, right down the middle. And he caught it on a hop, so they'll blow it dead.
His knee was down.
Right around the 25-yard line is where they'll take over. Not a ton of time to work with, only one timeout.
And Matt Mertz, number 9 there, would have been good if he was a shortstop. But once you put your knee in the ground and have the football, you're down in high school football. Touched or untouched. That guy there has been around since 1969 when the Chieftains were undefeated that year. Had one of the greatest teams ever. Probably if they would have had the playoffs, would have won the state championship.
And a look at the Lancers cheer team, and I would assume also the dance team maybe as well. So 1st and 10 from the 25, 15 and a half to go first half. Lancers with the ball and the lead, 14-9. And I would guess, Tim, that this will be our final play of the opening half here from Swinehart Field. They go run up the middle, takes it to the left. He'll get the first down and a few yards more.
Going to stop the clock with 8 seconds left. A nice run there by Stephon White. It stops the clock. I guess they're going to get another play now.
And we'll get a timeout by the Chieftain defense with 8.5 to go. As you see the run there.
8.5 seconds to go, right?
Yes.
So it was a nice run by White. He got the first down, but You know, Utica does not want them to get any points, so. And they're kicking off in the second half, Utica is, to Lance Creuse, I believe. And so they're playing defense for a little bit here.
A pretty interesting shot there from the sideline of that Chieftain defense from the viewpoint of number 75, Caden Levitsky, on the sideline for the Chieftains. Kind of seeing the game from his perspective there for just a second. 8.5 seconds to go first half. Sanders out of the shotgun, brings his running back to his right. Looked like he wanted to go deep. Now he'll scramble, get out, and slide out around the 40-yard line.
That's going to be it.
That will do it for the first half of play here from Swinehart Field. 14-9 our score. Lancers with the lead over the Chieftains through the first 24 minutes. We'll have the band, the Utica band, performing at halftime, as well as the dance team. But 14-9 our score at the half on the Shelby TV network.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Be great.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played. We are responsible for helping the MHSA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe all athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers helping student athletes develop,
while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports,
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game!
Welcome back to Swinehart Field. 14-9 our score at the half. Lancers ahead of the Utica Chieftains here in week 1 of MHSA football action. Tim, we take a look at some of these highlights here from the first half of play.
Flowers there with a nice defensive play. Utica, you saw before that, did a nice job of stopping Lance Creuse, and then this pass to Weatherly. He beats his man and sets up Lance Creuse's first score. And there it is right there. Plunge by number 8.
Alan Oyang on the carry. We saw Azar, one of the top backs for the Chieftains there in that first half, then a deep ball from Welch to Flowers for the score, their lone touchdown of that first half.
You see right here, Oyang again, heading for the pylon, just knocked out of bounds, but he sets up another Lance Creuse touchdown. It'll be to, first they fumble in the end zone, and then they move it back, and then they, nice pass to Rivard here, makes a nice catch. And look at this, great blocking for Azar.
Yeah, we talked a lot in that first half about the Chieftain offensive line and the job they did. And then the pass broken up there, Welch looking to the end zone.
That was almost a touchdown. Almost a touchdown. And the Utica Chieftains, a nice grab there by Dylan Chase. Get a field goal to end the half. And that's where we are, Stephen. We're 14-9. Chiefs got a little work to do, but they're within striking distance.
Plenty of time remaining. 1 half down, 1 to go on the Shelby TV network.
There you see Mr. Welch. We found out that he's got a pretty good little arm on him. And his offensive line did afford him a little bit of protection, but he also helped himself out by stepping up in the pocket, faking a run there. If he could get it to his wide receivers, and I mean like Flowers and Azar as a running back, going to be effective. We'll see what Coach Marulli comes out with an offensive plan. He tried to stay on the ground there, establish a bit of a run, but then ended up having to go to the air, and he was pretty successful. Oh, that great catch by Chase was.
It's something to keep an eye on as we get ready to kick off this second half of play, is whether or not Jason Azar will play in the second half. Didn't warm up with the Chieftains there just moments ago, but now puts his helmet on. He's in that huddle that we take a look at right now.
Oh, he came off the field. He was smiling. Yeah, when he was laying there after he got nailed there with a nice tackle, hard tackle by Aiden Wagner, number 15 of Lance Creuse. And he laid there a little bit, was kind of on the field, then all of a sudden he got up, he's walking out to the sideline with a head on, helmet off, and smiling at everybody. His girlfriend, his mom, his dad. So it looks like he's going to play.
Final instruction being given out to both these teams as we wind down halftime. Saw the band and dance team perform for Utica during the intermission, but we're back to football here at Swinehart Field. 24 minutes to go in this week 1 matchup. Utica Chieftains and Lance Creuse Lancers. 14-9 our score as we begin the second half of play. Chieftains will be kicking off to start.
And you remember in the first half, Lance Creuse kicked off to Utica. Utica fumbled, and that's how they got great field position.
Fans making their way back in their seats for the second half. Student section there getting into it as the kick is away and off the chest of one of the upbacks and fielded right around the 39-yard line, so they'll take possession there. A bit of a scary situation, but able to come away with it. So it'll be 1st and 10 as we are underway here in the second half. See the kickoff there by Jack Mahoney.
Looks like he needed just one more bounce out of that football, and that may have been trouble for Lance Creuse.
Chad Jacobs, 84 in white, the junior tight end / linebacker, was the one that jumped on it. So the Lancers with the opening possession of the second half, up 14-9. And a rare occasion here in this game where they won't start in plus territory, as Sanders from the shotgun moves his running back to his left, brings another man in motion. Rivard on the sweep. Gets all the way to the 50 and pushes his way to the 49 in Chieftain territory. That'll be a first down on the first play from scrimmage here in half number 2.
He's just a good athlete, Rivard is. You'll see him as he sheds a few tackles, but he makes nice reads. Just keeps going forward. Finally, Dylan Chase got him right there at the 50.
See a look there at Rivard. Has certainly made plays at the offensive end of things here in this game. Also called for a few penalties as well. Just a little bit jittery here in week number 1. Handoff goes to Uye, bounces back inside, gets across the 45 down to about the 42-yard line. They'll spot him. So a good run.
Allen is a very shifty runner, and he reads blocks well. Once he sees an opening, watch, he sees it and then he starts exploding. He just cut.
So they give him 6 on the carry, 2nd and 4, ball on the 43. Approaching 10.5 to go here, 3rd quarter. Motion man, Rivard, handoff Uye. He breaks a couple tackles down to the 20-yard line and finally brought down. Looks like they'll say right at the 20, but a big gain up the middle for Alan Uye.
There's his explosiveness. Look, He sees it and he just explodes. He keeps the feet moving. Powerful back.
Actually used the back of one of the Chieftains defenders to stay upright there on the initial tackle.
Uh-oh.
And now he's coming off the field, shaken up.
Good.
Looks like that might be an ankle injury from the way he's kind of hopping off the sideline.
Trying to walk it up. Maybe a knee. Oh, man. Yeah, winner. Oh, that's terrible. I hate to see that.
A big blow to this Lancers offense as Oye makes his way off the field. Stephon White now into the game for him as they go handoff. White, he'll take it up the left side to the 15, breaks a tackle, and down to the 12-yard line. His helmet rips off, so he'll have to come out for a play because
he knows it. Yeah, he knows it. He's going to run out.
But immediately finds his way to the sideline.
But you see it right here. Runs over Flowers. Finally, Dylan Chase knocks him out. So they're down to Valdez in the backfield, huh? 42 Valdez is in there as they've lost Uyang and a play here with White. And Valdez runs pretty hard too.
And number 1 in White, Jaden Sanders, also a threat to run as we saw in that first half, able to make some plays with his legs as they'll go handoff Valdez to the right. Gets up around the 10-yard line, inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line.
His patience and his cut, you're going to give Lance Creuse a first down. They're threatening again.
Jason Azar does check in, but he'll check in as a defensive back here defensively for the Chieftains. A big hit, too, delivered on that play by Anthony Churko in the hole. But as you said, Tim, not before he picks up a first down and goal from the 8-yard line. 8:47 to go, third quarter. Lancers up 5, looking for more. Sanders now in the pistol, moves his running back to his right. He'll go handoff to him. Up the middle he goes. And finally brought down around the 2-yard line was number 6, Stephon White.
Yeah, he came back in after he had to sit that play out with his helmet. When his helmet came off, and does a good job getting him down to the 2. You see here, got decent blocking. There's a big hole there. Finally tackled there, or met there by number 42, Zibitowski.
And when talking with head coach Arande Roy earlier this week, Stephon White was a guy that he mentioned as a potential breakout player for them defensively at linebacker, also making an impact here in the running game as well. It'll be second down and goal inside 8 minutes to play here in the third. Sanders rolling to his left. He's got all the room in the world, and he's in for the touchdown. Sanders finds Pater. It's 20-9 Lancers. Extra point upcoming.
A good play by Sanders. He recognized that Utica was late in recognizing that he had the ball. Nobody came up really to challenge him. It was too late. Azar was back there. I mean, Zibitowski came over, but Buckkiss kicks it through.
Up and good. 21-9 our score. Chieftains will have a chance to answer back here in just a moment. The Lancers sideline really enjoying this lead now. As you can see and hear them, students that showed up in attendance tonight in white.
Yeah, you know, Rondé Roy said this team has high expectations. They expect to win the blue division. They expect to go far in the playoffs. Maybe a, oh, look at that. Is that yours? Is that your grandpa? Who's that?
Nope, just a couple of
She's
Chieftain
hoping
fans.
for a Chieftain touchdown. That's what she's hoping for. Nice Chieftain ribbon there. But yeah, the Lance Creuse Lancers, they got a high expectation. The team is very confident, very much a team. They play for each other.
We talked pregame about sort of the makeup of both these teams. Both teams returning a lot of production from a year ago, as you see our camera crew up above us here at the press box.
It's windy up there. There they are. They're holding their own.
The kick is away. Back around the 12-yard line, Chieftains to bring it out. And he's met at the 20 and driven back. Not a lot of room on the return there.
And he's hurt. I mean, Valdez just crushed it. Yeah, he's hurt. I mean, Valdez got him really good, number 42. You see it here.
Tommy
Boyd's trying to come through here, and he makes a cut. And Valdez met him. I don't know, did it look like Valdez's helmet hit his chin? Or?
Head coach Matt Maruli out to check on his junior wide receiver, as is the training staff here. 7:40 to go, third quarter, 21-9. Lancers with the lead.
Yeah, I don't know if they're looking at his ankle or his knee. Looking at his knee. And that's never good. Unless he cramped up. I mean, I hope it's a cramp. You know, it very easily could be a cramp in this type of weather where you get dehydrated fast. See, it looks like they're working on that calf. And the way he was rolling around, you know, could have been a cramp, because those are very painful.
Well, Boyd, a wide receiver for this Chieftain offense, will have to come out of the game, you would assume, for at least a little while. So coming in from the sideline in the meantime was number 7, Numini Gwilly, listed as a wide out for this team.
You can see right there, working on that. Lancers are kneeling as well.
Yeah, that last shot was from the Chieftain sideline, as Anthony Flowers was getting stretched out as well.
So the Utica Chieftain cheerleaders have changed their outfits for the second half, putting on the dark cheerleading uniforms. Earlier they were, weren't they, or was it just me?
I honestly...
You don't even look at the cheerleaders, do you?
I am razor focused
I guess
on our game at hand.
How can I have any fun?
Back to the action, 1st and 10. Welch from the shotgun, his team down 21-9 as he goes handoff. Azar ran into one of his blockers, able to keep his feet moving, and they'll give him 2 on the carry, 2nd down and 8.
Looks like he ran into the center, Sal Chirko, I think. But and Sal probably had more to do with stopping him than Lance Creuse, you see here, right there. I think old Sal had more to do stopping him than anybody on Lance Creuse. He did get a couple, though.
Did get 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8, 7 minutes and counting to go third quarter. Zach Karozik checks in at tight end for the Chieftains on this 2nd down set. Welch flushed from the pocket, and he's going to go down all the way back near his 10-yard line. A big loss on 2nd down. And the defensive line for the Lancers comes up with a big play.
And the coverage out there was excellent. I mean, they were the Utica receivers were covered like a blanket. And just, Welch ran out of time, and finally Cameron Dean, number 52, the all-county lineman, came in and cleaned up there. So we'll see. It's 3rd and a whole bunch. Jack Kramer's got the yardage at 18, so he graduated from Utica Community School, so he's probably right.
It is 3rd down and 18, now approaching 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Brandon Gordon also in on that stop as well.
On the top of your screen, he just took off early. And it's going to cost him another 5 yards.
Maybe not, Tim. It looks like the Chieftains may have gotten off a timeout there.
Oh!
As the scoreboard shows 2 remaining for them for the half. So bailed out a bit there by their sideline. It'll be 3rd down and 18. On the other side of that timeout, 5:57 to go, 3rd quarter, 21-9. Lancers with the lead here in week 1 of MHSA football action.
Now, if this doesn't fire you up, Steve, come on, man. Look at them cheerleaders. So full of pep.
I've spent many Friday nights here at Swinehart Field
with the
in my
cheerleaders.
time. Not with the cheerleaders, on the other side of the stands, however, with the Chieftain band for 4 years back in my day.
Well, after looking at the cheerleaders, how peppy they are, you know, you missed out. I hate to tell you.
3rd down and 18 out of the timeout, 5:57 to go, 3rd quarter. Welch going to throw short to the sideline. Looks like he made the catch, but had his knee down. But they'll mark it off around the 19.
It's number 21, Shane Lewicki on that tackle. I believe that's Shane down there. So tell me otherwise. Look at here. As he makes the catch.
Jack Malone on the receiving end.
Good coverage. And deep for Andrew Burgess is deep for the Lancers.
They'll stand around his 45-yard line. Chieftains getting ready to send it away from about their 7-yard line. So Lancers will have a chance to put the return on here. Sends it away. Hits about the 47, bounces off the back of Azar, never saw it, and it'll roll down at the opposite 47-yard line. So this ball will be downed in Lancers territory.
Yeah, it's 4:57 left to go in the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs need to have a big stop here. Get the ball back and make a nice drive. I mean, they're not that far out of it. Touchdown puts it 21-16. They're a couple scores away, but, you know, 4:57 in the 3rd. You got a whole 4th quarter. But they got to stop that Lance Creuse running game. Now, if they don't do that, then we're just going to watch the hot knife go through butter here.
Both teams making their way out on the field. Lancers offense back to work against this Chieftain defense. Sanders in the shotgun. He'll move his running back over. Now bring his receiver in motion. Handoff up the middle across the 50 to the 45 and down around that 1st down marker. The line to gain was the 43.
I mean, Stephon White, we just said, you know, you've got to stop the run. And look at, here's White, comes through there. That's a missed tackle right there by number 68, Bush. You know, you can't hit those guys up high. Like, I know you're a big guy, and, you know, but it's not a ultimate fighting thing here. You got to have some technique and get down low and get him right at his legs.
So the run by White gives them the 1st down, spotted at the 42. It'll be 1st down and 10 there. Sanders to pass, pressure coming in his face, throws one up, and unable to come back for the ball was Rivard. A Chieftain defensive back also out there. Tried coming back for it. They both hit the turf. Neither unable to come up with the football.
Yeah, it was a little bit short, and you'll see here, it was a good rush by Utica. It looked like they hit the arm of Sanders, and that sort of made for a short throw. Chiefs with a little pressure there.
And if I'm not mistaken, that looked like number 8, Tommy Boyd, who we saw go down with the injury earlier. Check that. No, he's on the sideline still working on that injury. Second down and 10. They'll go handoff for White. He gets outside on the left.
There's a big
breaks a tackle to the 25. And finally driven down around the 20. Took a couple Chieftain defenders to do so.
This is coming back. There's some big time holding on that Lance Creuse offensive line on the left side, enabling White to get around the corner. But, you know, There was
might be able to see it here on the
major
replay.
league grab going on there. You can see right there, number 17. He was a big part of it, the holding. Luke Sidebottom. He had his hands underneath the pads and was grabbing and clutching. You can't grab and clutch. It's coming all the way back.
That'll put the Lancers right around midfield here at Swinehart Field. 4 minutes even to go, third quarter. As the whistle restarts the clock. Tim Meyer, Stephen McDonald here with you. Utica Chieftains playing host to the Lance Creuse Lancers, who have the 21-9 lead. Throwing into the slot deep. Defended out there by Newman Gwilly.
Gwilly didn't even have a shot. That ball was thrown so hot.
So that'll bring up a third down and 18, a perfect opportunity for the Chieftain defense to get off the field. That pass sailing high from Sanders intended for Rivard. That's been a popular connection here tonight. See what the Lancers come up with on third and long. Chieftain defense again looking to dial something up. Hey, there we are, up here in the press box.
Yeah, that's Tim and I'm Steve. No, it's the other way around.
From the 50-yard line, third and 18, Sanders drops back. He's going to break free and slide down around the 45-yard line, so he'll come up well short of that first down marker, Tim, with 3:30 to go in the third.
Sanders looked like he wanted a penalty called against Utica, but his slide was late, and nobody really hit him.
Yeah, more of a touch football play, I would say. Did give himself up, but not much there in terms of contact. So it'll be 4th down and 13. Lancers punting it away, setting back at his 40-yard line.
Azar back to receive this for Utica. Oh, no rush.
Chieftains will set up the return. Azar called the fair catch, but dropped it, receives it back at his 10-yard line.
He's down, he can't go anywhere. Called the fair catch, even though he fumbled it. All he can do is recover it. Come on now, let's play by the rules.
Referees were all over it.
Oh, he missed it. I don't know how he missed it. Yeah, well, you know what it was? He called for a fair catch fairly late, and the ball was almost upon him.
Maybe a bit of indecision there from Jason Azar.
And that's the story of my life, indecision.
But the Chieftains do maintain possession. It'll be 1st and 10. They spot it back at the 9 where he regained possession of it. Darren Welch and this Chieftain offense back out on the field.
Hitch and go. Oh, Flower's not in there. Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, he can go now.
Welch alone in the shotgun. 5 receivers split out. Has a man short instead. Goes over the middle deep to Azar. Got it complete. And he's tackled immediately right around the 35-yard line.
Andrew Burgess on the coverage. Almost blanket coverage, but Azar got free enough to catch it. You'll see it here, but Burgess right there for the stick. Make sure he doesn't get no more yardage. Kind of put a little bit more into that and throw him down a little harder. It might have a penalty there.
Chieftains right back on the ball following the big play on 1st and 10. Welch again in the shotgun, 5 wide. This time he'll sling it short, got it complete.
Azar again.
Picks up the first down and a couple more. Couple plays thrown the direction of Azar, and he's dumped to the turf after the play is over.
Yeah, Chad Jacobs, there's no need for that. First of all, the tackle is a good tackle. He put a little extra into it, and then a personal foul here. I don't know who that's going to be on.
And if you're an official and you have a flag, you probably threw it, as we saw a couple go up there on the push. So the Chieftains get the first down and probably more.
So Jacobs makes a tackle here, and he gives a little extra, you know, and then Azar rolls over on him, stands up over him, and Jacob didn't like that, and so he He said, I don't like that, and I'm going to throw you down. And that's what he did.
Willie coming to his aid there, helping him up off the turf. 2:10 to go in the third, 21-9. Lancers with the lead. But we're going to march off this penalty all the way inside the 40 to about the 39. And the Chieftains have it 1st and 10 there.
Welch still in a shotgun here. See that here. That wasn't the penalty. The penalty was when he threw him down.
Welch over the middle, got a man caught inside the 5. Touchdown Chieftains. Number 5, Dylan Chase on the receiving end.
We got a flag down there, but I think that's going to be roughing the passer on number 62, Kenneth Parker.
It is in fact roughing the passer. The flag came down around the 50-yard line, but another beautiful ball from the senior quarterback Darren Welch.
And you give Dylan Chase a lot of credit. He's showing really good hands tonight. That kid can get up there and get it, man. I tell you what. Is he wearing stickum or what's on those gloves? There's his girlfriends. Got a lot of fans in the stands tonight, but most importantly, he's got great hands for Utica.
So Welch, with the touchdown pass, he'll have the spot for the extra point, gets it down, kick is up, and it is good. 21-16 our score. 1:58 to go here in the third. Plenty of time left, Tim. Chieftains with 2 timeouts the rest of the way. Lancers with their full complement.
Well, they got the Chieftains offense broke out the throwing game there, and Welch showing off a good arm and accuracy. And he's finding his receivers. That big offensive line is doing a good job of protecting him. And you know, maybe they had to abandon that running game. Their runners are getting killed. You know, Azar can't take that much of a beating, but he can get out there and catch the ball.
Yeah, we talked about Darren Welch at quarterback for the Chieftains in our pregame show earlier this evening. A senior this year, started their last 2 games in 2020 prior to their season being canceled due to COVID-19. Played pretty well for them in both those games, 416 yards combined through the air in those 2 games, also 3 touchdowns. So picking up right where he left off a year ago, leading this Chieftain offense.
So here we go. The penalty is going to be assessed on the kickoff. So Utica will kick off from the 45 of Lance Creuse and maybe can pin them deep and get them poor field position, which they really, you know, they're not a team that does 90-yard drives. So maybe if they can get it down there.
Rozek to kick. They'll squib it short.
Oh,
it's up for grabs. Couple Chieftains are on it, and finally able to come up with it inside the 10-yard line.
Mitchell Rivard saved the day for the Lancers, boy.
He has been the answer for this Lance Creuse Lancer team as we get another look at it. Off the hands of Wiley Davis, number 81 in white.
Look at Rivard with the sure hands there. But Utica had a shot. Utica did have a shot at it. Number 20 for the Chiefs, Jaden Slaughter. He had a shot, but couldn't come up with it. It bounced away from him. Oh. Let's see if the Chieftains can circle the wagons here around this Lance Creuse offense.
1:52 to go in the third. Chieftains now down just 1 score. They have the Lancers pinned in their own end. 1st and 10 from the 8. Sanders to the air. He'll throw, and behind his intended receiver in Rivard, who just came up with that loose ball seconds ago. 2nd down and 10.
You got Flowers on that coverage there. I don't know you want to throw too many balls in his direction.
Flowers, a senior defensive back, also plays receiver, as we've mentioned, for this Chieftain team. The Lancers huddle from their goal line. As they walk up to the line, 2nd and 10. Bring the man in motion, Rivard. They'll hand it off to him on a sweep out wide. Couple Chieftains in pursuit, and they get there.
Good coverage on that play. Chase, Dylan Chase there. And the rest of that left side, you see it here.
They'll say Rivard lost a yard there, so it'll be 3rd and 11. Clock continues to run. Inside 90 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter from Swinehart Field. Chieftains one play away from getting off the field defensively, Tim.
They got them where they want them. I mean, 3rd and 11, deep in their own territory. The ball on the 7-yard line. Coming in late with the play, I don't know, you may see a timeout here.
They do have all 3 of their timeouts if they choose to use one here. Inside a minute to play.
Yeah, you're gonna see a timeout here.
And there it is, the first timeout of the half by the Lancers. So both teams now with 2 remaining for the game. We still have that 4th and final quarter yet to play, as we're just about 57 seconds away from doing so.
And Utica, to their credit, has stepped it up on this last couple of series on defense. They have been covering the outside so the guys can't get on the outside. And middle of the line with Chirko in there.
Hey, know where the sticks are. 3rd and 3.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go.
And Bush. And don't forget, they're also in there on that defensive line. Number 42.
Well, you heard in that timeout, the Chieftain defensive coaches there, the message to their team was know where the sticks are. You may have been able to hear it for those of you watching at home. Know where the sticks are, and let's get off the field. They bring some pressure off the edge. They'll go hand off, and he's stopped at the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2, but another loss on the play. The clock will continue to wind here in the 3rd quarter, but the Chieftain defense, another big-time stop.
And, you know, Lance Creuse, if there is any little bit of a breeze, it's at Lance Creuse's back. So it behooved them to get this off. See a nice play here by the Chieftains pursuit, just like we talked about. They're making it.
And Luke Butkus will be punting deep in his end zone. They're going to let this one bounce.
Ooh, good bounce
out to the 40-yard line. And you said it, Tim, a pretty solid bounce in favor of the Lancers there, all the way out to about the 44-yard line.
Flag. What's the flag about out there? We see one out there.
Flag
Too many people on the field? What?
Around the 26, so a little ways away from where the ball came down. We'll have to check that here in just a moment. The clock stops with 3.1 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 21-16 our score. Lancers in the lead. Chieftains most likely getting the ball back here. But again, we'll have to check on that penalty.
It's against Utica.
It is against the Chieftains, but it will be their ball.
But where will it be their ball? That's the point here. Where is the ball? There's no ball out there. Oh, there it is.
Ball was blown dead at the Lancers' 45-yard line. We'll see
how many
where they'll move this to. Currently, the referee standing around that original spot, but looks like he's checking to see where they want to mark this off to. And he will go ahead and do that. So a pretty fortunate roll for the Lancers there. They get the roll on the kick and then tack on the penalty to that. Pushes the Chieftains all the way back to their 41-yard line.
Well, Utica just got to pick up where they left off there. The last drive.
Welch in the shotgun, running back to his right, hands it off to him. This looks like Azar getting all the way up to about the 46, so gain of 5 on first down. And that'll do it for the third quarter of play here from Swinehart Field. 21-16 our score through 3. Lancers with the lead over the Utica Chieftains as we head to the fourth and final quarter of play. Tim, your thoughts here on the first 3 quarters of play?
Well, I got to tell you, the band's pretty fired up. And if the band is fired up and it can fire up the offense and keep them fired up, I think the Chiefs have a chance to come back and win this game. It all depends, you know. Chieftains moving the ball well. Play calling is going to be important. I think Welch got a little rhythm going. That last running play by Azar, I mean, he did a great job of picking through and picking his moves. He had a little bit of a hole there, and he did a great job of getting 5 yards. So if they can do that, you know, I think they can come back and win this game.
Well, we should be in store for a fantastic finish to this game. 12 minutes is all that's left in this one from Swinehart Field. We get set to begin the fourth quarter of play, 21-16. And Tim, you kind of mentioned there just a few moments ago the energy here at Swinehart Field. I have to say it's just great to have high school football back in the state of Michigan, especially for this Chieftain team following the way that their season ended a year ago as Welch from the shotgun passes off. They'll throw it downfield, got a man, and just out of the reach of number 5, Dylan Chase.
And I tell you, Dylan started running. He was running, had his hands out while he was running, which is a no-no. Slows you down every time.
In the secondary
nice,
for the Lancers.
Nice pass there by number 12, Malone. But and it looks like Weatherly's down. Whether it's a cramp, might be a cramp. Everybody's going to be cramping a little bit here in this type of weather. You just, you know, you don't hydrate enough, and whoops, almost hydrated with Kramer's water here. That's not water. What is that in there?
And you mentioned the cramping from several players here tonight, one of which possibly was Tommy Boyd, the wideout for the Chieftains. Taking a look at their sideline right down there on the field in front of us. He was down there running a few cuts, trying to see if he can maybe get back into this ball game. 11:52 to go in our game.
I mean, he looked all right to me. Boyd did. It was cramp here for Weatherly, though. They're going to have to stretch him out a bit. He really cramped up bad. That's an oucher. You get the cramps in your legs like that, and you feel like somebody shot you in the back of the legs. It's very painful, so they got to stretch him out. Well, they should give him some water, I think.
So that double pass attempt by the Chieftains, Jack Malone was on that secondary pass attempt downfield looking for Dylan Chase. Malone listed as the backup quarterback to Darren Welch here in 2021.
I mean, on that play, Chase Dillon looked like he was wide open, and I got to tell you, Weatherly closed very, very quickly on him. And there's his biggest fan right there wearing his jersey. I don't know, is that his brother?
Well, Weatherly makes his way to his feet, trying to walk off under his own power. Looks like he's grabbing the back of his left leg there. Now kind of alternating it, really. It looks like grabbed his left leg a few times, now his right a few. So,
like I say, he put it all on and really closed quickly. Really closed quickly on Dylan Chase. They're going to have to wait till he gets off the field. And it's not like it's high school. They don't have the cart to come out and get him, you know.
Once Weatherly does make his way off the field, it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Chieftains. Ball at their 46-yard line. Both teams with 2 timeouts. the rest of the way, 11:52 to go. So Welch back in the shotgun. This is that heavy set they like to run with Perozic lined up at tight end. They'll go handoff.
Oh,
Chase
Dylan
out
Chase.
wide, gets the first down and a lot more. He races out around the 40-yard line and finally driven out there, but not before a big Chieftain first down.
I mean, Dylan Chase really took off there. He got some great blocking on that right side.
Yeah, we see 52. Bryce Catellis, the guy we've called a ton here tonight, one of those all-county offensive linemen returning for the Chieftains this year. He was out in front of the running back Dylan Chase there. So 1st and 10. Chieftains with the ball on the Lancers 40. Welch drops back. Now he'll run to his right. He'll throw this one deep and just over the outstretched hands of his intended receiver. Check the number on that.
That was Boyd, I think.
Yeah, it looks like Tommy Boyd has made his way back into this ball game after working on his mobility there on the sideline a few minutes ago.
Now, Welch did a good job of getting out of the pocket and making some room for himself, but that was just a little too far. And the missed time jump a little bit by Boyd, so it went incomplete. So we're at 2nd down and 10 now.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10, 11-12 to go. And Welch showing off his arm a little bit there, got outside the pocket, made that throw on the run. And he'll play it safe, go handoff here. Not a ton of room to that left side, maybe got about 2 or 3 on the play.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, that was Dylan Chase. Got about 3 yards. You see here, Dylan get through. Cameron Dean got him, let it hold out, but Michael Bush was right there to back him up.
So 3rd down and 8. Lancers looking to get off the field defensively. Chieftains trying to continue this drive as they find themselves down 5 here, 10.5 to go from Swinehart Field. Welch hands off. Chase.
He got the first down. We'll see here where they're going to mark it.
He's very close. Looks like they're going to mark him about a yard, maybe 2 short on that run. Taking a look at that far side official.
Well, let's see here. He had some nice blocking, getting his arm stuck in there, number 7, Demario Johnson. And
4th down and 2.
That first down.
4th down and 2, 33-yard line. Welch from the shotgun. And you saw there on the replay, looks like he just stepped out with that left foot as he tried to lunge forward for the first down. So they'll go handoff here, and he is met in the backfield. Couple Lancers there at the point of attack, and they do not get it.
Gorman in there with his mate, number 82, Sean Koloff. And yeah, that's a loss. And they're going to be, it's kind of strange. Wonder why they would make that call on 4th down. Question some of those running plays on 4th down. I know it was only 2 yards, but.
So the Lancers will take over 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. On the turnover on down, their defense coming up big there.
Yeah.
10-13 to go in the game.
Utica got to stop them.
Brevard in motion, they'll go handoff up the middle, hit at the line of scrimmage, bounces off a couple tackles, still upright and finally brought down, and a hard-earned 2 yards there. Looked like number 6 on the carry.
That was White, and a tackle there by number 24 for the Chieftains, and that's Michael Bahura. He just wouldn't let go.
So 2nd down and 8 as we approach 9.5 to play. Lancers with the lead, so They'll be in no rush offensively.
White still in the backfield.
Rivard in motion again. They'll go handoff White again. And this time the Chieftains defensive line was ready for him, stacked up, and they'll blow it dead for no gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, Zibitowski, Katalis, all them guys in there. Once they got a hold of White, they weren't going to let him go. Keep running. They pulled him down. You see here. And White thinks he's going to break this, but no.
Slaughter
Prozic
in there as well.
Yeah. The whole gang. It was, what did they say? The whole gang. The gang's all here. And they were on that play.
So a very important 3rd down and 8. 8:45 to go. Lancers with the 5-point lead. Chieftains need a stop to get the ball back to Darren Welch and that offense. Sanders on the slant, Rivard. He's right at the sticks. And it looks like they'll give him the 1st down.
We'll see here. Wait a minute. Hold on now. You might want to measure that. Oh, they're going to give it to him. I'm looking at
Far side official waves the chain gang along.
Very interesting.
As we get a look at the replay. Sanders to Rivard. A popular connection here from Swinehart Field this evening.
Flowers right there on the tackle.
1st and 10. Lancers from their 47-yard line. Rivard again coming in motion. Handoff goes to White. He crosses the 50 down to about the 49.
Jaden Slaughter kind of roly-polied him down. Dylan Chase got a little bit of a cramp going here too. He's going to try to walk it off. Boy, he's a tough kid. But if I was on that Lance Creuse sidelines, I would be looking to pick his way. Just a little bit, looks like he's got a little bit of a cramp going.
So we haven't seen Alan Oyang.
Yeah, I think he's done.
Yeah, went down earlier in the game. Stephon White now with the bulk of the carries for this Lancers offense. But doing very well so far. White gets the carry again, breaks a couple tackles. He's still on his feet across the 35 down to the 30 and finally dragged down around the 29-yard line. But he took about half the Chieftains defense with him.
Yeah, we got somebody down for Utica. I don't know if White fell on him or not, but he's down and we're got an injury timeout here. Who is that, number 4? Is that Zibitowski, number 4?
Looks like 46, Anthony Churko.
That may be. Look at White, he just keeps the feet moving. He got, oh my gosh. Can't stand around. I mean, Lance Creuse runs hard. And if you're going to stand there, and I think that was number 17, Prozic, I mean, he's going to blow right by you. You're not going to make any tackles. You leave it up to your secondary. It's not good. Well, you got to get in there and get aggressive, hit some people. Well, we got, speaking of cramps, big number 61, Jaden Sullivan there on that offensive line. A big tackle on the top of your screen, kind of limping out there with some cramps too.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 following the big run by Stephon White. Inside 7 minutes to play. Sanders will hand off.
Valdez.
And he's not going to get very far, maybe a yard there on 1st down.
Valdez had a little bit of a hole. It looks like it was, I think it was Catellis in there. He made the play, grabbed him.
So a couple Chieftains defenders in on that tackle. Catellis one of them, along with Bahora. Cheer team doing their part to keep the student section into it.
They need to do their part to keep the defense into it, man. Come on, Chieftain defense gotta come out with a big stop here.
2nd down and 9, ball spotted at the 27-yard line, inside 6 minutes to play. Handoff to the right side, gains a couple on that 2nd down run, so it'll be 3rd down and about 5, it looks like.
Number 22, Lamar Robinson on that carry, and there's old 61, he's going out. But Lamar shows like he's got a little bit of running ability, more like a Jerome Bettis style. He's a bigger kid, got that chest out there, and got a couple of yards.
So 3rd down and 5, and a big one at that for both these teams. Lancers looking to keep the drive alive. Chieftains looking to get off the field, get the ball back to their offense. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining.
Got a flag, too much time? What? Timeout.
Timeout called before the penalty.
Boy, the referee, the back judge there, had just started throwing his flag when they called timeout. So they're going to give it to him.
So that
was close. See, Rondé Roy.
So 1 timeout remaining for the Lancers.
You want to follow the Chieftains over to Stevenson High School, and next week as they play the Titans, and that game is that's the 2nd. That'll be a Friday night, right?
I believe it'll be a Thursday.
Maybe that is a Thursday. I don't know. What day is it? Is there August 31st? It's Tuesday? Oh, they've been corrected up here. It is Thursday. You want to follow them out there. Let's go. See if they can make a big stop here at 3rd down and 5.
We'll be back here at Swinehart Field in a couple weeks to bring you more Utica Chieftain football. Motion man comes across the formation. They'll go handoff, bounce it to the left side.
Big Robinson.
Right around that 1st down line. We'll see where they spot him. And he comes up just about a yard short, says the far side official.
Is that where he's going to mark it? Where is he going to mark it?
The referee behind the play
there it is.
Signaling 4th down, but
Robinson's like a house, man. Flowers over there. He's like a big house.
We got an injured player on the far side.
I think that's Dylan Chase.
It is number 5, Dylan Chase, the senior defensive back.
He's coming. He was cramping up that whole series there. Yeah, come out now. Oh, it's 4th down. And Lance Creuse just, they got a field goal, 24-16. It forced Utica to get a touchdown and go for 2. Let's see what they do. I don't think they're going to kick a field goal because they got Big Robinson still in there.
Looks like the offense will take the field here on 4th and short.
Like the high school bus.
Sanders will be in the shotgun. Robinson will be his running back, probably just going to push their way forward, see if they can't pick up this yard for the 1st down.
Try to draw him off.
Sanders waiting a beat, now brings Rivard in motion. Nothing doing. And it looks like we saw some early movement on the left side of the line.
I'm not seeing a flag.
No flags, and it looks like he did not get there from where that far side official is coming in. So we'll have to check the spot.
Oh,
Chieftain defense believes they came up with the stop. And Tim, I believe they did.
We thought Robinson may have made it, but like you said, we thought we saw some motion on that Lance Creuse offense before the snap. Even Rivard turned upfield fast. That's a nice play by the Chieftains, and getting in there, number 42 for Utica, and that's Zibitowski. So here we go, 4:25 left, Steve, and they've got to go How many yards? 80 yards for the winning score.
Darren Welch checking the play at the sideline. Had to do a double take, probably wanted to make sure they had the right play call in at this critical point in our game from Swinehart Field. 4:25 to go, 21-16. Chieftains get the stop they were looking for and now put the ball back in the hands of their offense to go to work. From the 20-yard line, Welch drops back to pass, looking over the middle. He'll go that way and splits the hands
Azar, man.
of Jason Azar, incomplete.
Right
and
in
he
the
had
hands.
him.
I mean, how do you drop it? It's right in his hands. Oh, boy. Been a long night for Mr. Azar. He's been a busy man, a workhorse, if you will, but a nice throw. Welch hanging in there. Man, right off the fingies.
Azar knew it once he came down that he should have had it, clapped his hands together in frustration, but 2nd down and 10.
There's Bleck on the sidelines. Even he's saying, I could get in there and catch that ball.
Chieftains will send a couple receivers out in the formation. Play action, Welch drops back, he'll look far side, and they'll say it hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for Azar again.
That was Azar on that, and boy, I don't know, maybe. He's trying to sell it, but I don't know about that.
And we have the benefit of instant replay up here in our booth. The referees not so lucky as we get a look at that replay. Keep it rolling, and yeah, that hit the
good call
turf.
by the referee, as they're right most of the time.
So 3rd down and 10, ball still right around that 20-yard line. Have to get it to maybe the 29.5, let's say, for the 1st down. 4:14 to go. Welch drops back, looked right, now going to scramble, gets rid of it, and through the hands of his intended receiver, that's Anthony Flowers. So a 3 and out by the Chieftain offense.
I think you got to punt this ball now. Yeah, you don't want to take a chance here.
They will, in fact, send out the punt team with 4:08 to go. They still have those 2 timeouts to play with, so if they can get a stop on this next possession, they'll still have a chance with just a few minutes to go.
Andrew Burgess is deep to receive this kick from Utica. Running on the field late. Michael Bahura. Now they're just going to let him punt it, and they're not going to take a chance. Let him punt it. And he's going to get a good
End
roll,
over
maybe.
end kick.
No.
Bounce just across the 50. It'll roll in favor of the Chieftains down to about the 40.
Man, I thought it was going to roll forever, but it looked like one of your pitching wedges when you put it out there on the green and kind of just stuck there.
So 3:57 to go. Lancers will have possession, up by 5. Chieftains relying on their defense here in the late stages of this game.
Yeah, the Chiefs have got to stop them. They can't let them have really, well, they can let them maybe have 1 first down, but after that, that's it. They got to stop them.
The Chieftain band you see there getting ready to send us out at the end of this game in just a few minutes. Handoff goes to Robinson, and not a lot of room, maybe lost a yard on that 1st down run.
Yeah, Chirko was in there to blow that play up, number 73. He got in there, and he kind of blew the whole play up, and the rest of the guys finished it off.
He did, in fact, lose 1, so it'll be 2nd and 11. Clock continues to run at 3.5 minutes and counting here in the 4th and final quarter from Swinehart Field. Tim Meyer, Stephen McDonald here with you on this Thursday night. Sanders moves around his running back to where he wants him, now split to the right. He'll look to pass here, and got it complete, breaks the tackle. He's got 1 man to beat as he heads for the sideline.
That's Weatherly back in the game.
And he's going to be stacked up around the 19-yard line. A big play for the Lancers.
Yeah, Weatherly got in. We thought he had a bad leg, a cramp, and now he's going off. He cramped again, but he looked pretty good there.
Alessandro Van Samays was the man that finally brought him down after the big play. So 1st and 10 from the 19, 2:40 to go in our game. Lancers on the move.
Valdez in the backfield, he's going to get the ball.
Valdez with the carry. Gets down to around the 15 before he's brought down. And we've got a timeout on the field called by the Chieftains, so they'll have one remaining. Each side now with one remaining. So a big couple downs upcoming for both these teams. Chieftains trying to make something happen, get the ball back to their offense. Not a ton of time left. Lancers just trying to keep that clock moving.
There we go. Somebody is a little bit tired, a little bit been through the war there. Old number 57, TJ Pace.
Back on the field, 2nd down and 6 from the 15. Lancers have to get it to around the 9 for the 1st down. As Sanders from the shotgun. Bring a man in motion across the formation. Snap comes down to his feet.
That's a break for Utica.
He'll just have to sit on it. And we got a whistle, probably another timeout. And it will be called by the Chieftains. Their final timeout will bring up 3rd down and 9, 2:18 to go. And a very important 3rd down on the other side of this timeout as we see the replay there.
And you kind of wonder is if Lance Creuse doesn't make the 1st down, they're going to go for it on 4th down, or they're going to let Butkus come in there and kick one. Either or. I mean, Chiefs still need a touchdown to either win or tie. So if Lance Creuse gets a field goal, they need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. But so they may have this may be 2-down territory. I mean, you're going to see probably them go for it on 4th down if they don't make it.
We saw the Chieftain student section, the Tribe as they're known. Now a shot of the color guard, part of that Chieftain marching band. 3rd down and 9 for the Lancers. Sanders in the shotgun, he'll bring a man in motion again. This time left to right across the formation. They'll go handoff straight up the middle. He's not going to get the 1st down, but he's going to be a few yards short.
Couple yards. Valdez with a nice hard run there. There's going to be 4th down, and they're going to go for it, I believe. No sense to kick it anyway.
4th down and 3 from the 12. Again, they have to get it down to about the 9 to pick up the 1st down. We play inside 2 minutes to go from Swinehart Field. 21-16, still our score. Let's see what the Chieftains can dial up here defensively. The Lancers student section on hand here tonight.
And I think they're going to get a timeout here called by Lance Creuse. They want to talk this play over. And they have no interest in talking the play over. I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, it's water time, folks.
So no timeouts for either team now for the final minute 26 of this game. So we're going to play this one out however it may happen on 4th down and 3 from the 12.
And we will see what kind of play a Lance Creuse coach, Rondé Roy, will come up with. Looks like he's had his say.
And some
Changes
great
some
shots.
personnel up.
Some great shots by our camera crew here tonight as we bring you the action of Utica Chieftains and Lance Creuse Lancers from Swinehart Field. Both teams making their way back out of the timeout. Again, neither team with a timeout remaining for the final minute 26 of our contest. A big time 4th down here for the Lancers as the Chieftains look to get off the field. They'll go handoff White.
He's hit.
He's going to get stacked up right at that first down line.
Oh, he fumbled.
And the ball came out. White stayed up on his feet, but the ball came out.
Man, it's scary for them. Looks like big number 77, Michael Kurtz, may have fallen on that football for Lance Creuse. And it is going to remain their football. And it's going to be 1st and goal. So a nice run by White and a good fumble forward. Look at here. Boom, looks like he's got it. There goes the football. And there he is, big number 77. Michael Kurtz falling on that football. So the victory formation here for the Lance Creuse Lancers.
They will line it up under center. Sanders will take a knee. And I don't believe they'll have to snap this ball again with the clock running at around 30 seconds to go.
No, they will not.
So that should just about do it from Swinehart Field. The Lancers come in and steal game number 1 from the Utica Chieftains. 21-16 is going to be your final score here in week 1 of MHSA football on the Shelby TV network. Tim, your final thoughts as we get set to wrap this one up.
Well, I mean, the Chieftains did not look too bad. They just missed some opportunities on offense. Defense looks strong, but, you know, it's a big athletic team over there at on Lance Creuse. We're going to take a look at some of those highlights from tonight's game.
As we see back to the first quarter, that run.
Yeah, that was Uyang, who was hurt out of the game. And
the deep ball by Welch.
Flowers with the touchdown.
Sanders rolling out.
Got Rivard.
Rivard. Yeah. A common connection between those two tonight.
Nice field goal here by Prozic. And then a nice run by number 8, Uyang again. He was running hard all night till he got hurt. And here's a nice play by Saunders. He recognized he got an opening. He heads for the end zone. Look at this one here. Nice catch.
One more time. This time
second
to Dylan
nice
Chase.
Chase in his second.
All right, and for my broadcast partner, Tim Myers, I'm Stephen McDonald saying so long from Swinehart Field.